Hi, my name is Krista Kendrick, and the title of this poem that I have written that I will speak as spoken word is Divine Feminine Women Create Empowering Voices. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words, but I'm no art critic, but I do like poetry, so just flow with me for a minute. Let me look at this picture and see what comes to me. I see a wild woman on a wild beast, liberated with her blonde hair flying free, looking like she might have fell off a few times but just never gave up because she just couldn't stop trying, because deep down inside she knew that she was truly divine. And even though her hair, yes, it's a beautiful mess, but she's built to be confident, feminine, not cocky but fine, and yes, blessed. So sure of herself, she didn't even think to get dressed. She wasn't even trying to impress, but she did. She painted her new body in black and white war paint and added red pumps just for finesse. She was ready for the test. Yes, she understood the assignment. And when it came time for her to take her pick, she chose the red lipstick. Not just because she knew that it would look good, but because the red lipstick represents an alarm that has been silenced for way too long and is still somewhat silenced today. To all the ladies wearing lipstick laced with silence and secrets slathered with glistening lip gloss in an attempt to hide the pain and the guilt and the shame, even if you are of another color, the war we fight is still the same. Is my heart not your heart? Is my womb not your womb? We were both created as one. If we war with one another, we will create our own doom. If I don't love you, how could I dare truly love the real me? For we were divinely created to be exactly what your two eyes can see. Mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally complicated indeed. Feminine energy flows inside, outside, and all around me. And when I'm not in alignment, I can temporarily become my biggest enemy. That's why I have to stay in tune with my inner me so that I can stay showing up as the best version of me I know myself to be. See, I know the secret of the womb, the divine feminine energy women create. Birthing man, investing and manifesting everything into existence, using our empowering voices. That's why we have to make these impeccable word choices, to speak our spoken words, to shake up this man's world, just so we can remind them that it would still be nothing without a woman or a girl. To help a man balance what masculinity could never understand. What would happen if we didn't tear each other's down? What would happen if we built our own thrones and straightened each other's crown? What if we complimented each other's gowns, sipping good gospel instead of spilling the messy tea? Sounds like all smiles, no depression and frowns for me. For anyone who could hate another woman, even of another color, shape, or size, that's self-hate at the most simplest level, because either you are one or you came from one or both. So let's just tell the truth and shame every devil in disguise. But this one is for every female boss that made the choice to empower with her voice, even if she had to take the loss and accepted the challenge to catch a zebra and fit it with a matching saddle. Divine, feminine women create empowering voices, and they stay ready for the battle. A picture is worth 1,000 words. Let me see, what else do I see? I'm staring at this painting, and the wild woman, she's staring back at me. Then I noticed that the beast, it has no eyes. Oh well. Wait, where is the tail? Hanging in an off-canvas mystery. So I'm thinking, if this beast cannot see, I bet it has a really great ear. But when I find it, the ear, the story became all too clear. How does a black and white striped beast have such a plain brown ear? In fact, every black stripe reveals a bit of brown underneath, looking like long lines of women of every color, dressed in all black, standing in silent protest for what they believe: gender, racial, economic equality. What's up with the pay gap? If I do the same job as you, for the same time as you, but he gets paid extra, nah, I'ma need me mine right now. Violence in intimate relationships, stigma on mental health and addiction. Are my eyes now deceiving me? Am I really seeing what I'm seeing? Injustice. What is black and white and red all over? This is no joke. A newspaper. Extra, extra, read all about it. Originally a brown stallion, paints on black and white stripes just to look more exotic. Extra lips, hips, and boobs. What, you trying to catch Gustav's gaze? Sheena of the jungle riding her painted horse with camera tricks, creating a new kind of craze. Labeled, objectified, judged, and called out of our name. Crippling self-esteem to the point where she disfigures the masterpiece that the divine creator has made. The more I look at the background, it's like I see a whole nother page that tells a whole nother story of how this picture used to be a beautiful brown stallion, standing proud in all its glory, with blue skies, free to run the fields of green, with no worries, no lioness predators, no labor, no saddle, no woman, no battle. I guess Bless was just too boring for this particular kind of beast. It must have felt rattled like some type of basic cattle, tired of being humble. Must have been ready to be ridden, ready for a rumble. With the blind horse and the blonde Sheena of the jungle, thinking thoughts like the grass is probably greener on the other side, but it ain't. Life is still life, just throwing a different kind of challenge for a stallion or a saint. Does a zebra change its stripes? Will rain wash away the top layer of acrylic paint? It's not about the body or what you see. Don't let your inner me become the enemy. Who cares what people think? If the beast was of another color, would its crap still stink? In my opinion, the moral of this story is don't turn yourself into a wild woman, running alone on a blind, painted horse into a mental battle just because it looked cute in black and white and your pumps and lipstick matched its saddle. The message is to stop the stigma on mental health, because the silence in the lipstick is toxic and can be dangerous, suicidal. If you say the same word repeatedly and it takes on a different ring, if you stare at a painting too long, suddenly you'll see it's not quite what it first seemed. Then I woke up from my dream. The image of the beautiful painting was still on my laptop screen. My son was standing over me and he was smiling. Pointing at the screen, I say, "Hey, little one, what do you see?" And with all the innocence of a man-child, he says to me, "It's a lady on a zebra, Mommy. What do you mean?" Which brings me to you. What do you see? A picture's worth 1,000 words, and I'm no art critic. But I'd like to take this time to thank you for just flowing with me for a minute. I hope you were entertained and enjoyed yourself. Peace, love, and light. I pray that everyone be blessed. So many women have come before us to pave the way. I hope my goal has been reached in such a way. that my voice has inspired and empowered a few new wild women today to use their divine feminine as women to create and stand up for our rights, to show our husbands and our sons, but specifically our daughters, that when we stick together, we can shake up some much needed positive change in this man's world that will ever be anything without a woman or a girl. Divine feminine. Thank you.